Did serial killer H. Holmes really build a murder castle? Holmes purportedly killed upwards of 200 by tricking guests to his den during the Chicago World's Fair. In any case, history specialists say a significant number of the narratives regarding Holmes, Satan, might be legend. Becky Little. H. Holmes is famously known as one of America's first chronic executioners who attracted casualties into his lodging named the Murder Castle during the Chicago World's Fair in 1893. As indicated by certain cases, he killed up to 200 individuals inside his shocking inn that was equipped with hidden entrances, gas chambers, and a storm cellar crematorium. Be that as it may, the real story, while appalling, may not be very as ignoble. There's an aggregate of around 9 people that we can say without a doubt he presumably killed, says Adam Selzer, creator of H. Holmes, The True History of the White City Devil. He admitted to 27 at a certain point, however a few of them were as yet alive at that point. The expanded quantities of up to 200 casualties probably began, Selzer says, with a matchbook distributed in 1940, called Gem of the Prairie by Herbert Asbury. It had sort of an expendable line that a few group proposed it might have been upwards of 200 individuals, Selzer says. No one had really recommended that, indeed. However, from there on every other person who, retold, the story tossed in that equivalent line until individuals began concluding that that was a genuine gauge or a genuine chance. There's additionally no proof Holmes caught outsiders inside his lodging trying to kill them. The 9 individuals he probably killed were all individuals he definitely knew, and the structure he possessed wasn't a lodging. The principal floor comprised of customer-facing facades, and the subsequent floor had lofts for long-haul rental. At the point when he added a 3rd floor onto his structure in 1892, he advised individuals that would have been in space, however it was never completed or outfitted or open to the general population, Selzer says. The entire thought was only a vehicle to cheat providers and financial backers and guarantors. Holmes was engaged with an assortment of misrepresentation plans, and it was really his contribution and a pony cheat in Texas that drove police to capture him in Boston in 1894. Specialists before long started to associate him with killing his trickster partner Benjamin Pitezel in a protection plot, then, at that point killing 3 of Pitezel's kids, who were around 7 to 14 years of age, trying to cover it up. After Holmes' capture, papers started printing startling anecdotes about his supposed Chicago murder castle, asserting he'd furnished it with hidden entryways and mystery rooms to torment and kill visitors. As per Harold Schechter, creator of Depraved, the definitive true story of H. Holmes, whose grotesque crimes shattered turn-of-the-century Chicago, these shocking subtleties can be ascribed to sensationalist reporting, the act of misrepresenting or essentially making up reports that thrived during the 1890s. It's my conviction that most likely that load of anecdotes, pretty much this load of guests to the World's Fair who were killed in his statement unquote palace, were simply finished dramatic creation by the yellow press, he says. When I arrived at the finish of my book, I sort of acknowledged even a ton of the stuff that I had composed was presumably misrepresented. His book was initially distributed in 1994 as Depraved, the shocking true story of America's first serial killer. With no proof, papers guaranteed Holmes utilized his structure's chute to ship bodies to the storm cellar. The way that he had a chute was not strange, since numerous structures had clothing chutes associated with the storm cellar. These accounts transformed Holmes' structure into an intricate torment prison equipped with gas lines to suffocate casualties and soundproof rooms to shroud their shouts. This load of fantasies, which partly I myself, I think, propagated a smidgen, grew up around Holmes, Schechter says. These legends can cloud the tales of Holmes' genuine likely casualties. 2 of the most punctual were Julia Connor and her 6-year-old girl, Pearl. They vanished around Christmas of 1891. After Holmes had an unsanctioned romance with Julia and included her in his business plans. During his life, Holmes then again denied killing Julia and admitted to unintentionally killing her while playing out a fetus removal. It's as yet hazy what befallen her and Pearl. Over the course of the following 2 years, Holmes may have killed Emmeline Sigrand, Minnie Williams, and her sister Nammy Williams. Both Emmeline and Minnie seem to have had individual and business associations with Holmes when they vanished. However, similarly as with Julia and Pearl, it's hard to say without a doubt what befell Emmeline, Minnie, and Manny. The proof for Holmes' homicides of Ben Pitezel and his little youngsters Howard, Nellie, and Alice in 1894 is more strong. All things considered, agents just attempted and indicted him for Ben's homicide. Holmes got capital punishment in 1896, and passed on by hanging in Philadelphia, about 7 days before his 35th birthday celebration.